Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it is time for another crochet hair review video. In today's crochet hair, as you also saw from the title, is the Rastafri Spanish wand curl hair. It is in the color BT430 and you're seeing the finished look right now. But if you're not familiar with my review series, hi, welcome. This is a review. It said review in the title. It's not a DIY tutorial, how to, none of that. It is a review where I literally talk about the hair and its performance. I come on here first with my first day thoughts of the hair. Moments after install, I tell you, was it an easy install, hard install, how many packs I used, and overall my first day impressions of that hair. Then I mosey on down to my first week thoughts and tell you what my nighttime routine has been like with that hair. And overall, has it gone uphill or downhill in the course of that week? Then I go down to my final thoughts. Whether it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, on the last day I'm wearing that hair in my head, I tell you, has it really gone uphill or downhill over the course of that wear, whether it's water friendly, whether it's active friendly, and overall whether I recommend you try said hair. Now there are timestamps down below for those who may want to skip around to different parts of today's video, but if you want to watch the continuous flow, just keep watching to see my day one thoughts on this Rastafri Spanish wand curl hair.
A few moments later.
So now coming on here for my day one thoughts on this Rastafri Spanish wand curl hair. Now, like I said in the intro, this is not a tutorial or install. However, I do have an install of this hair. I'll link that video up above. If you watch that install, you probably can skip the day one thoughts only because me and that girl in that install have had the hair for the literal same amount of time. So I don't know anything more at this current moment than I know in my install video. But just a recap, my braid down was done by my girl Kesh. I love her. I love her down. She did something different. I think I've gotten a different braid pattern from her, even though it's been 3 times of me going to her, and now this third time we talked more. You know, the first time you go to somebody new, you don't really know a lot. You try to figure them out, seeing if you're going to come back. The second time, still kind of figuring them out. Third time, found out she has the same exact birthday. Shout out to every November 28th out there. We have another friend. You guys also know one of my best friends is also a November 28th baby. I just attract November 28th thirst. It's something in us. So now I'm locked in. And she locked into this braid pattern, which is a going off to the side. She asked me how I part my hair traditionally. And I was like, what's she gonna do? What's she about to get into? I said left. She put a left side part in. You guys saw how that looked in my install. I installed 4 packs of this hair that I bought with my own coin. I bought this hair with my own money. I will link it down below because at the top of my head, I'm not remembering where I got it from because I bought it last year. I'm really getting into my try what I have bag this year. You know, try what's in the collection. And it is, again, like I mentioned, in the color BT430. It does not have a length anywhere on the package, but I like to kind of think it looks like it's about 18 inches uncut. The install, again, like I mentioned, used 4 packs of this hair, bought 5, used 4, probably could have got away with 3 because this hair was a tough install. I'm looking at my floor right now because a lot of soldiers were lost in the fight to get it into my head. It's just one of those bulk hair where you have to be kind of the master of your own destiny. I don't love pre-loop, but I also don't love bulk hair. I like hair where it's not pre-loop, but the sections are a little bit easier to grasp, and that's usually when a hair is a lot rougher, when a hair is super soft like this. It's been a while. I probably would be good at it if I hadn't just had 2 human hair in, and now coming to this, it's so difficult. But it's very lightweight, and it's soft, which I know a lot of people love soft, but you know, I'm a little fearful when I have a soft hair in my head. So I did apply mousse at the end of my install for this because I just needed to tame it. It was a little bit too wispy, a little bit all over the place. I think mousse helps tame hair down. I do not use mousse in all my installs. I tell you in my install if I use mousse, and you guys know it's probably once or twice a year. When I pull out mousse, I'm disappointed because I'm like, oh gosh, we're gonna be in for a treat here. We're in for something that needs to be tamed, and I feel like mousse means I'm gonna probably have some match, tangles, frizz, but we'll see. I'm really scared about that frizz and that tangle with this hair, but I do love the lightweight nature of it. I am going to New York this upcoming week as you're watching this, so I'm excited. I wanted a new hair for New York. I did have those Yankee twist in, and I know people are like, well, you didn't wear those long enough. I told y'all in that video, Yankee twist ain't my like always look. Like, I wear that and I try that for you guys, but my look is always loose hair. You guys know this is me. This is my vibe, the look of it. Now, the performance of it is something we shall see along the way. In terms of knotting this hair throughout my install, I did double knot it all throughout. I didn't do anything different in the kind of parting space like I normally would, just because I've never had a braid pattern like this. So I was like, I don't know, will invisible knotting even matter in this? And I think it looks pretty natural for me not to have done anything really different. I did talk about in my install, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of it. It's going to take some getting used to. I'm not used to having the part defined for you. Like with a braid pattern like this, the part is the part is the part. You can't part it anywhere else. You are locked in. And I think with a straight back braid pattern, I have versatility to part it even further left. So I know what to say next time. I'm a left side part, but like deeper left. I like a little, but I don't hate it. I don't think it's bad. I just getting used to seeing myself like this. And you guys are probably like, this is how you always look, girl. What are you talking about? I have not cut this hair. However, I might do a little bit of something. Like, I probably won't do too much. I want long hair for the New York dilly-dallying I'm going to get into. So I don't want to cut too much, but this is it uncut. What I believe to be, you know, at minimum 16 inches, at max, this is an 18-inch hair. The install itself took me about an hour 40, again, because I lost a lot of hair, and I was getting frustrated. I was getting a little frustrated. I was like, I shouldn't be using 4 packs of this hair. Like, this hair is enough that I should only have to use 3, but I'm like losing so much hair, and I just don't like these become a problem. And I hate when a hair gets too, it's like when you start splitting it and it starts getting like too, I can't describe it, but it's just, I'm hoping this isn't a long-term thing with this hair, but we shall see. This is really just my first day thoughts. Of course, I'll have more thoughts in my 1 week when I've worn it for longer coming up right now.
1 week later.
So now coming on here for my week 1 thoughts on this Rastafri Spanish wand curl hair. I'm inserting a turnaround. You guys are seeing it. This past week, or a few days of this past week, I was in New York City. So I took this hair out and about, and I will say my first week was spent away with this hair, but it wasn't high maintenance. Like, you know, when I have a hair that's high maintenance, I don't like to take it places with me, whether there's water involved or not. And New York City was not a water involved place. However, I was nervous because I turned this camera off and I felt like the hair was so big. I felt like it was very big hair. And even my first day in New York, I feel like I had pulled it back a little bit, but then I was like, you know what? I was getting so many compliments, like when I went to work, and like people who were seeing me after the day 1. Like, I got my nails done right after my day 1 thoughts, or the install day. Got my nails done. I got so many compliments from my Olga, is my nail girl, the front desk receptionist. She was like, "Oh my God, I love your hair." Then at the end, she asked, like when I was checking out, "Is that your hair? Is that all your hair?" I was like, "Girl, no. You see me once a month, and you see every single time I come in here once a month, I'm a different girl." But I was getting so many compliments when it was big, but I felt like, is it too big? So I kind of diminished it, took it down a bit, pulled it back a little bit. But then I was like, you know what? Let's embrace the fullness of the hair. It's summer. It's wild. It's free. It's colorful. I got so many compliments when it was big. Let's wear it out. So I've been wearing it out kind of post that day. And I loved it. Now, I haven't put a lot of effort in it. Again, like I mentioned, I was out of town, so I did not put a single product in it. I've just kind of pineappled it. So pulled all my hair up to the top in a little ponytail, and then kind of shook it and go. So it was really good in terms of maintenance and not having to do a lot over the last couple of days. But I will say today, it's just a little dry. It's a dry, and I do want to use, I'm looking over to the side because my Hawaiian Silky is sitting right over there. I have not put any product on it at this point, but I know somewhere between the next week, probably sometime between turning this camera off and going over to my right side and putting some, I will want to, because it's so dry and it has not touched a lick of water. It's so funny. It feels like on that drier scale, so much so that I'm like, I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm like, are people seeing how dry it looks? But I feel like it looks juicy on camera. I get compliments in real life. I might be the only one self-conscious about, like, it just feels like it could use something. It feels super dry, feels dried out. Swimming in this hair could only dry it out a bit more, in my opinion. But overall, I have to say it has not given me a big headache. It hasn't been super tangly for me not to have detangled it. Again, I have not done anything from day one. I literally, turned the camera off I filmed on Sunday that week. Monday, Tuesday went to work. Wednesday flew out to New York. And now I'm back today on Saturday. I've not done anything and it hasn't been a bother. I think that's a pretty good sign, but that's just one weekend. Most hair do perform their very best one weekend. We'll see how this hair performs at the end of its journey, coming up in my final thoughts right now.
Later.
So now coming on here for my final thoughts on this Rastafri Spanish Wand curl hair. As you can see from the sign, it has been 2 weeks with this hair. I need to take care of my hair up under the crochet hair. I got a comment on my Instagram, how long do you usually wait between your crochet styles? And it had me pondering. It had me doing some self-reflection and realizing I'm not doing enough time in between. I'm go with crochet hair, and I've been swimming, and we'll get to that in this video, but I've been in water a lot more, and I have not deep conditioned. I've been going to Cash, and she's been doing my little shampoos and conditioners, but she has not deep conditioned my hair. And I personally have not deep conditioned my hair in probably a couple of months. And that's bad for me as a hair content creator to admit. So yes, I'm taking this hair out. I'll apologize to whoever I need to apologize for not wearing it 10 weeks. But I do care about my own hair. So I will be doing the deepest of deep conditions. It's going to be hours long after I take this hair out and turn this camera off. But this hair, in the 2 weeks that I've worn it, definitely say hasn't given me much issues, problems, concern. It's really middle of the road. It's not the best hair. It's not the worst hair. It is very dry looking. It is very, very dry looking. I will say that. From, even if I look back, I'm editing my New York vlog at this point, and I'm looking at it in like direct sun, the full view, and I'm just saying, man, it could use a little bit of hydration. And I constantly find myself having to use, I'll put on screen right now, the Hawaiian Silky 14-in-1. My hands feel super soft right now because I did another batch of it. I could drown this hair and it still would not have luster. I could use a full bottle and it might have temporary luster, but it's not going to have long-lasting luster. And I don't like that. I like a good luster-filled hair, but it's not bad. It's not like one of those situations where it looks super dry, super synthetic-y, super wiggy. Nothing about it is super bad. It's just one of those things where, again, not my highest top hair, not my worst hair. I did not love the install. Going back to that install, did not like having to do that. Splitting this hair was a mess. I think I've had hairs that look like this that look better, per se. I've had some, again, that look worse. It's why I'm so, like, this is so middle of the road. After you've tried hundreds of hair like I have, you have standouts, you have, failures, and the hair that are just like, meh. You just don't know how to, like, everything can't be a winner, everything can't be a loser. Nah, that's all I'm saying. In terms of nighttime routine, I have just kind of pineapple through my scarf on, but I also did swim in this hair. So this is it post swim. You guys saw, if you watched my New York vlog, I came back from New York. I did swim. So I'm inserting those shots in as I'm talking. Didn't do bad at all swimming. But also not my favorite, but not the worst. Again, people are gonna be like, is it swim friendly? Does it make your swim friendly list? There are betters, there are worse. If you would like this, again, middle of the road hair, I'd say, again, it's fine. It's already dry feeling before. It's just even drier post swim. You're just gonna have to stay more and more on top of this hair. and you're going to have to detangle. Somebody is going to say, well, is it tangle free? No synthetic hair is ever tangle free. I don't know why sometimes people think synthetic hair, like I say some may tangle less, but all tangle to a certain degree. It's a wavelength, it's a scale, it's a high tangle to low tangle. There might be a few that are no tangle, but that's few and far between, and I will call that out in videos. I do have to detangle, but for me, it's just detangling while I'm running the Hawaiian Silky. So I'm running Hawaiian Silky through it, pulling it, pulling it. And then there's still some times again where there are some tangles. So just be mindful. It is not a tangle free hair, but no synthetic hair ever is 100% tangle free. You guys are looking for something that I don't know that the market makes. I do think you could work out on this hair if you wanted to. I think it's, act differently. When something's so middle of the road like this, there's not much I can say in the final thoughts. Do I recommend it? I don't not recommend it. There again, was it a hair that if I didn't have a crochet hair review channel, would I retry over and over again? No. But if you're in the store, I like the color. I think it's super lightweight. I think it's so breathable. I've been doing a lot of breathable hairs this summer. So I think in terms of like the lightweight nature of it, it feels like nothing is on my hair. Probably one of the lightest hair I've tried more recently, especially coming off the Yankee twist, which I thought were so light. This is even lighter. So it's a very lightweight hair, perfect, breathable for the summer. It's just for me very wiry, kind of dull looking at times, needs to detangle a bit, and I don't think it's worth it for the amount of fluster I had at that install. It left me flabbergasted, But overall, what are your thoughts? Leave them down below. And while you're down there, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Even if you did not enjoy it, we want all the love and support over here on this channel, as well as we want you subscribed so you don't miss a thing we do on this channel, and have that notification bell on so you're assured you don't miss a thing we do on this channel. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at Lia Lavon, which is a few more shenanigans and a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.